Greetings, everybody, everywhere, every time. This is DFG, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. I'm coming to you live from the 571, where I'm having fun and I'm getting things done. Tonight, I'm going to talk a little bit about Black History Month and our President of the United States, initials DJT. Well, you know, one of the things he ran on was he was, I will put it for lack of a better term, I'm gonna say that he was running to say DEI was all things bad and there shouldn't be any type of history month except for American History Month and yada yada yada. Well, after signing an order basically banning DEI everywhere, he had a losing my mind here for a second. He had a celebration of Black history and he invited some people up. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you a quick clip from the Washington Post, fair use, and you get to see him in his full glory. Bang, bang.
From fresh tensions between the U.S. and Ukraine to town hall backlash to major cuts to the federal workforce. We turn now to the analysis of Brooks and Capehart. That's New York Times columnist David Brooks and Jonathan Capehart, associate editor for the Washington Post.
Hold on, I gotta get smarter than the equipment. Give me a second. That wasn't the one I wanted. Okay, let me try this. Let me try this again. Or I tell you, sometimes you just got to be smarter than the equipment. Now let's try it.
The White House and President Trump just hosted the White House's annual Black History Month reception. While his executive order ending DEI programs have disrupted Black history events around the country, Trump was joined by golf champion Tiger Woods, Kash Patel, who was just confirmed to lead the FBI, and Senator Tim Scott.
It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to be here with you, Mr. President.
Trump named Alice Johnson, the woman he pardoned in 2018, who was serving a life sentence for a nonviolent drug offense, as his new pardon czar.
And we're going to be listening to your recommendation on pardons. You're going to go over and she's going to be my pardon czar, okay? And you're going to find people just like you that should not have happened.
Trump also announced plans to include statues of Black icons to the National Garden of American Heroes.
The garden will predominantly feature incredible women like Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin, and Coretta Scott King. We're going to produce some of the most beautiful works of art in the form of a statue for men like Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, Jackie Robinson, what a great athlete that was, Martin Luther King Jr., Muhammad Ali, and the late Kobe Bryant. People love Kobe Bryant.
The attendees I spoke to said they feel like the Democratic Party has abandoned them, and they're excited to see what Trump does for African Americans during his term.
Okay, now that you've seen that, Miss Summer, what do you think? And welcome to the show. What do you think how that went, and what is your take on that particular moment in history?
Sir, I believe you do not want to hear what I really would like to say tonight. I really just want to I'm still trying to take it all in. That's all I'm gonna say right now. I really just don't want to. I'm speechless. Let me just put it like that. I'm so.
And that's surprising. That's surprising. If anybody doesn't know, Miss Summer is part of the Screen Actors Guild. She's a card carrying member. So for her to not be to her to be silent is saying a lot. Miss Kim, are you there? I know you're a little under the weather today.
Yeah, I'm here.
What was your take from the video?
That's some BS.
Could you elaborate on that?
It's just something when I see that, it just irks me with the whole getting rid of the DEI. And then on top of that, he, oh God, I'm about like Summer. I'm just like
Just
speechless.
a bunch of shucking
Because,
and jiving, bunch of
yeah,
tomfoolery, bunch of oh my God, Sambo and Sambo, my Lord.
yeah. I watched earlier today, Reverend Jamal Bryant. Is this the same play where they had pictures of him holding up Reverend Jamal Bryant? I wonder, is it the
I think
same?
so. It may have been. I didn't.
Yeah.
I just saw.
He has a whole sermon on it. I listened to it today. I think I might have shared it with Chocolate Pearl in Summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
talking about that. That was my fraternity brother, by the way. Not saying he's always good, but how can I put this? He uh he has his faults, but what he really said about boycotting people's businesses who don't want to practice DEI struck a chord with me, and not in a bad way, in a good way. If y'all don't know, um, February 28th, do not patronize, do not darken the doorway, do not go in, don't order anything from Amazon, don't go to Target, don't go to Walmart, Sam's. If they don't do DEI, if you don't know, if you can't find a substitute in the Black community, I'm very specific, the Black community, okay? Because we sitting protest out. If y'all don't know, we sit and protest out. Don't give people your money that don't want to treat you halfway decent. So yes, I thank you, Kim, for bringing that up. Chocolate Pearl, my favorite girl, holla at your boy. I see you on, see you live.
Hey, y'all. It's Chocolate Pearl, my brother's favorite girl and everybody else's favorite girl. But sorry I came in late. I come from sewing class, so I tried to get here on time, and I apologize once again for being a tad bit late. I don't know what y'all had discussed, but I did come upon the part where you talked about the DEI situation and boycotting on the 28th of February. Also, Kim was nice enough to forward another list of other days that we possibly need to boycott as well. I would like to know, how do y'all think the turnout's going to be? Do you think that it's going to affect these companies the way we think it should if we decide to boycott? Or do you think that people are actually going to do it? Actually going to boycott and not shop on? We're not going to know until that time comes, but
right.
Do you really think that there's going to be enough participation to make a
difference?
A difference.
Yeah. Here's my take on it. I think there will be enough people to make a one-day difference. If our voting patterns are the same with foundational Black Americans, then it will make a big impact. Now, um, people have to be smart about that. If you think you need something, get it Thursday, or not. Just don't take the money out of people's pockets, because you hurt their pockets, things start to get better. That's how the Montgomery bus boycott worked. You don't shop where you don't shop where you can't work. You can't, you can't, don't shop where you're not treated right. And going back to that. But what we did, well, before you came on, Pearl, is I showed I showed a quick video from the Washington Post regarding the president on his Black History Month. And let's just say there was a lot of skin folks in there. They had Tiger Woods. They had the senator from your former state,
He
um,
don't count.
Sim Tot. Sim
He
Tot,
don't count. He ain't never count.
or as we like to call him, Mushmouth, and and a few others. And when the president was speaking, he was saying, he read from a card, because he probably didn't know half those people. The only one Jackie Robinson, that what he said, that he didn't say he said that was a great athlete. So take it for what
Exactly.
it's
Some
worth.
people got to realize it probably bypassed a lot of people when he said that word that. They don't realize that was a degrading a word in that text, the contents that he delivered it. But for him to say that a person is a that, and yeah, he did. He meant it. He meant it. I did when you sent the subject, I did kind of research to find out what it was, because I don't like to watch. Only orange I like is on my body, and a little cutie. That's the only orange that I deal with. But I didn't want to watch it, but because it was a topic, I decided to check out to see who was there, and it was a lot of us there. I don't know if it was a
Not
front,
us.
huh?
In folks, not us. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah. A lot of melanin persons. What I want to say, a melanin that. But I noticed that was there, but I don't know the real meaning of that, if they was just there to support Tiger Woods or the other melanin persons there. I don't know, but it's just a disgrace how he can put up a front and then turn around and want to eliminate those type of victories or celebrations, not victories, those type of celebrations. You're down it 1 minute, but then you're trying to lift it up on the other to save face. You need to change. You need to make up your mind. Pick a side, dude. Pick a side.
Well, I'm gonna give my DFG 2 cents on that. Um, he was trying to placate those skin folks that we have that are MAGA supporters, and um ones that'll probably call the cops on people like us, but I digress. Uh his whole thing was a show. And one thing I cannot take away from the president in first term and now is, at heart, he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
He knows how to work a crowd. He is the match selling himself to the forest.
And you have to also realize that he is not only an entertainer, but he's also a corporate man. And I'm not going to say businessman. I'm going to say a corporate man. To me, there's actually two differences. But the simple fact, a corporate man is the one that constantly just hides behind other people and tells them, this is what I want you to do, and let them do the dirty work. But then if it's going to look good, you take the credit. But when it doesn't look good, you don't take the blame. Though that's a corporate
Yes,
person.
yes, he's not a, in my opinion, and that's might not be opinion of everybody else. My opinion, he is a manager. He is not a leader.
Right.
He
He's a person that hides behind others,
right.
that dictates but hides behind. And if it doesn't work for him, he's ready to fire. But if it does work for him, he's ready to praise.
Right.
That's why I called it a corporate.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a difference. It's a whole difference in corporate and business people. Corporate people just, delegate, tell them if it don't work, get rid of them and find somebody else that's going to make it work the way they want it.
Right.
A business person knows how to strategize and figure things out and make it work for the better of both sides. He is not in that. He's just a corporate man.
I agree. I got this topic. Miss Dreen is on tonight. I got this topic from her. She emailed it to me and this morning. So I don't know if you saw the video, Dreen, but tell me how you feel about this.
I didn't see the video, but I just find it interesting how some of our people, and I'm just hoping that people will see through it, so easily fall for the okie doke. And they really don't represent us. So they show up there
right
for, I have no idea why. I thought it was interesting. I did see a little clip of Jamal Bryant's sermon because I didn't see where they were holding his picture up, but I was like, wow, that's interesting. It's like you're trolling other Black folks that are really doing something to empower while you're there just, I'm not even sure why, because some of them were the real deplorables. Like, they shouldn't even be at the White House, but he shouldn't even be leading the country. So, like people go together. So I think it's just interesting how we have all these facets and you see how broken the kind of like society on a whole, but how divided of a people we really are. So it just speaks to the lack of knowledge and the fact that you would fall for something, how we are not like community based. And I think that's what we need to figure out how to get back to, because it has to be for the greater good. I can't be out for myself, because at the end of the day, I might be all right, but how good am I really doing if my brothers and sisters aren't doing well?
Right. And we're supposed to be our people's keeper, and takes a village, and we're supposed to be doing that. However, here's the thing. The motto for the United States is E pluribus unum, out of one many, or out of many one, as one. We're supposed to be, helping your neighbor. We're stronger united than we are divided. Abraham Lincoln said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." But also over the time, you had a lot of people with the individualist mindset. Even though I'm on Medicaid,
I think one thing we know is historically, and especially looking at the Republican Party, the white supremacy patriarchy, we know that's not true, because that's why they say stuff like by working up by their bootstraps, and they call Social Security an entitlement. I think we just allowed them to seep into society that there's this thing about an individualism and rugged individualism when there's not. Nobody survives on their own. And really, their rugged individualism is how to build up the oligarchy while everyone else is just at the bottom, scrapping and scraping, and the rich just continue to thrive, which those types of society historically don't last long.
yes,
because
I agree with that 100%. And a lot of people were saying, the party switch, the party changed philosophies in 1964. I'm going to show you a video of Dr. Martin Luther King talking about the Republican Party at that time. This was before all of us were born, so this is going to be a little not shocking, but it's going to show you. And they like Martin Luther King 1963, but they didn't like him 1967, 68. I didn't hear it. basically saying he's talking a little about the people in the party, really going to go to a hard right to it. I don't know what it is today.
Okay, Doctor, you have to turn one of your.
Thanks for watching. This is the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce, saying, never make love by the garden gate, though love is blind, the neighbor's ain't.